There are only two ways for things to get better. Watch this to find out what they are. I'm Brian Ford. Welcome to Self-Improvement Daily. If you're deeply invested in your personal development, we need to take a moment to define terms. So much of our effort and growth is in the name of getting better. But what is better? What does getting better even mean? Let's think about it through the lens of inputs and outputs. The current relationship between inputs and outputs is the current state. So if you want something to be better, you want to improve the relationship between the inputs and outputs. And there are only two ways to do that. First is you generate more output for a given input, where the time, effort, energy, and resources you put in generate more of what you want. This is being more effective. For example, it takes the same amount of time to send 20 outreach emails for your business. But if you have a more effective approach where you send a higher quality message, you'll generate more interest. Being more effective increases the impact of a single unit of input. The second way to improve the relationship between inputs and outputs is to get the same out by putting less in. This is being more efficient. Using the same example, let's say that you develop a new process where you can produce an outreach email that gets the same level of quality, but it takes less time to write it. The action generates a similar amount of interest, but it doesn't take the same amount of time, effort, or resources to produce. The byproduct of becoming more effective and efficient is the same. Fundamentally, increasing the relationship between inputs and outputs is a matter of leverage. You get more out for whatever amount you put in. The really exciting part about getting better is it is always possible. The upside is endless. You can always make something more effective, and you can always streamline processes to make things more efficient. That's why improvement isn't a destination, but a pursuit. It's always available and always in progress. So the next time you recognize you want something to improve or for something to get better, it's just a matter of leverage. How do you take inputs and turn them into higher producing outputs? Once you determine how you want to intervene, then you can get to work implementing a new and better approach. I'm Brian Ford, and you grew today. Let's do it again tomorrow on Self-Improvement Daily.